Texas Governor Greg Abbott has stated that he will defy the federal government and protect the sovereignty of Texas's border. He stated that it is a constitutional right, a U.S. constitutional right, and a Texas constitutional right to protect the southern border. He says he'll defy Department of Justice requests to remove an inflatable floating barrier that the state set up in the Rio Grande River to repel illegal immigration crossings. And he said he'll fight it in court. Texas will fully utilize its constitutional authority to deal with the crisis you have caused, Governor Abbott, a Republican, wrote in a letter to Biden after the DOJ requested the removal. Texas will see you in court, Mr. President. The DOJ had originally sent a letter and they had said you're violating federal immigration law to Governor Abbott and asked for them to agree to remove the barrier by the 24th of July. And they're saying they're not doing it. He said the White House on July 24th is in defiance and is dangerous and unlawful. Isn't it also dangerous and unlawful that Texas is experiencing so many bad things at the border, child trafficking, the drug epidemic, the fentanyl epidemic? It's really not great. But the federal government wants to stop Texas from defending its border. It's pretty wild. Here's what the flotation devices look like. And it just discourages people from crossing over. I presume there's nets underneath. Mr. Son that if Abbott truly wanted to drive real solutions, he would be asking his Republican colleagues, including Senator Cruz, why they voted against Biden's request for record funding for Homeland Security when they're blocking Department of Immigration reform. Some of that reform, they just wanted more money to process people, not to actually secure the border. The DOJ claims that Mr. Abbott is violating the Federal Rivers and Harbors Act, which requires U.S. Army Corps of Engineers approval before any barrier can be erected on navigable waterways in the United States. See, that's where they try to get you on the administrative, bureaucratic stuff. You didn't go through the bureaucracy, so you can't defend your border. It's just how out of control the federal government is. I mean, we want safe waterways, sure, but this is like defending the borders of our nation. And it's shouldn't be that hard for a state to do the investigations themselves to make sure it's safe and to take it into their own hands. Apparently, Mexico's government has also filed a complaint and claims that the deployment is a violation of water treaties between the U.S. and Mexico. But Governor Abbott has said that under the U.S. and Texas constitutions, his administration has the authority. He doubles down to say it has the authority to defend the border. Texas has the sovereign authority to defend our border under the U.S. Constitution and Texas Constitution. We have sent the Biden administration numerous letters detailing our authority, including one that I hand-delivered to President Biden earlier this year. So there you go. It's wild that this is happening. And besides, crossing the river is dangerous. The buoys actually could mitigate the danger if they're not crossing. And this is another trend we're seeing is states resisting the federal government. And that's exactly how the framers intended it for it to be when there's 50 different states. Obviously, there weren't 50 when the nation was founded, but each state can do things differently and not have complete symmetry between them and the federal government. So that's a good thing. I hope that Governor Abbott, when he takes this to court, it's shown that he can defend his borders, and it does work out because it is important for a nation to have sovereignty. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe/follow. We'll be back with more videos soon. Take care.